You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system for your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back. Make sure you guys like the video, share the video, subscribe to the hood table if you will, please. And I'm going to go ahead and share it as well. Okay, welcome back, y'all. We was on here last night for almost 4 doggone hours for Friday Night Live. And as usual, it was lit. It was litty, lit. You see, I got my shirt on. Hold on, let me put the thing down. Y'all see? I wish a Karen would, honey. I wish a Karen would, honey. Oh, this is one of my favorite shirts now, especially when I go places like Walmart. Some establishments where it is known for shit to go down. But anywho, yes, for all my Sistas fans, that's what we're going to be reviewing today. I will be back later on tonight to review the latest episode of Bell Collective for my Bell Collective fans, my Southern Bell fans. I'll be doing that tonight at 9 o'clock live. And for those of y'all who follow me over from my other YouTube channel, Tanya's Primetime TV, y'all know that I used to do most of my reviews live. Like all the time I would go live to do a review. But over the last 8 months, I had been working a lot of overtime, ongoing overtime. And so a lot of my reviews I would just record and then upload. So I'm back to doing live reviews. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm having that time with me to go back and forth, live on our opinions of the different shows and characters and storylines. Yeah, again, go ahead and like the video, share the video. If you are new to the hood table, please support the channel. Click the subscription button and the notification button. And of course, if anybody feels like giving a love offering to the table, the Cash App is right there. But anywho, come on in. We're about to review season 2, episode 17, and it was called Addicted. And as usual, let me know in the chat if you watched the show. How are you feeling about the different characters or the storylines or anything that I discussed today? But last episode we had saw towards the end of the episode of last week how Zach had got arrested. Now, we knew that he was going to be arrested eventually for a credit card fraud because his ex, Karen, thinks that he was the one who charged $5,000 on her credit card without her permission. So we saw that to be coming in the near future, and he did get arrested for that. But also during that arrest, he also was charged for a kilo of coke that was found in his spare tire. Now, last week I had asked you guys, who do you think put them drugs there? Because we know Zach ain't on that no more. He used to be in those streets. He used to hustle and slang, but he's been on the good foot lately, trying to build his credit, trying to establish a career. You know what I mean? So, he don't want to be the luggage guy at the airport anymore. But, I had a feeling that Zach was being set up by Hayden, and some of y'all agreed with me last week. But one thing I don't understand is why the hell is Rhea, the security guard at the jail, why is she so damn invested in him? I don't know what type of relationship they used to have. I know that they had kicked it in the past, but I don't know if it was a full relationship or it was just some side chick shit or just some random booty call type of stuff. But she is really like invested in him going off at the jail. Like, who does that? And I ain't never been in jail before, and I've never worked at a jail before, but she was up there screaming and hollering at him, chastising him in front of the jail cell. Like, why are you so invested? You should not be that invested. Shouldn't you just be securing the inmate? She was really, really pressed. And like again, they haven't kicked it in a while, but she was up there acting like she's his current woman. What the hell are you doing in here? You told me you didn't change. All this kind of shit going off on him. So I was glad when Zach finally snapped on her ass. He was like, I don't give a damn. I don't care. Get the hell out of my face. Leave me the fuck alone. He was like, bitch, I don't care what you gotta say, what you think about anything. And that's when she finally was like, okay, I'm gonna lead this man up in here. But if she wasn't gonna let him use a cell phone or call a lawyer, I was like, damn, just leave him the hell alone. Let him, handle his shit. But anyway, I don't know how Fatima found out that Zach was in jail since Rhea didn't give Zach, her cell phone. But maybe he eventually was granted a free phone call, to someone. But Fatima did end up showing up, to bail him out, not knowing that he hasn't even seen a judge yet. And again, Rhea, for some reason, was being extra, extra rude. But this time to Fatima. Like, Fatima don't know a damn thing about her. She don't know a damn thing about Fatima. For all she know, Fatima could have been his lawyer. And she wasn't, though. She wasn't. But evidently, Rhea's conscience must have started setting in because she ended up arranging for Fatima to have a visit with Zach, which is something she should have never done. She was up there complaining earlier about she could get in trouble for letting him use her cell phone, but then she set up a whole meeting. And it wasn't even his attorney, not even a family member. So yeah, she could have got in trouble for that too. So I'm just gonna assume that somebody, gave him a free phone call. But moving on to Andy and Gary. Ciao. When Andy made that phone call to Gary, remember last week she had made a phone call to Gary, and I didn't cut myself. Oh, I got a wound, child, whole wound on my hand. You know how you be hitting yourself or doing something and you don't even know you done bruised the child. Okay, anyway, anyway, when Andy made that phone call to Gary, asking him to come over after she gets off of work to talk, I was like, oh my God, no, don't do it. Please don't do it. Like, what the hell are you calling him for, Andy? Didn't you just have a whole conversation with that elderly lady at your job last week about you shouldn't be missing what you never had? And what did she actually have? I mean, okay. He look alright. Gary look alright. I love me a dark skinned man, but I don't think I would be that attracted to him, in real life. But basically what she had was a lying, cheating, scheming, manipulative, abusive, thieving, controlling man who was also married to another woman. That's what she had. That's what she had. But the question is, did Gary really love her? Because if Andy truly believes that Gary really loved her, she's going to continue to look past all the above, everything that I just mentioned. But we're going to get back to her in a minute. Let me get a drink. Everybody coming on in. I see y'all. People lurking. Ain't nobody dropping down in the chat, though. Feel free to drop down in the chat and let me know what you got to say about the show if you watch the show. But and don't forget to like the button. Don't forget to hit the like button. But okay, Hayden and Fatima. Okay. Now, I had already stated that I think Hayden set up Zach. So when Fatima saw Hayden in the parking garage, she asked him, "Would you follow me? Did you follow me?" Which of course he denied. And at that time, Fatima had yet to find out that Zach was locked up on what seemed to be some bogus ass charges. And I do believe it was a whole setup. I do believe that. But anywho, from Hayden's demeanor, Fatima just knew something was up. So she asked Hayden, "What did you do? Like, did you do something? What did you do? What is you up to?" Because he was just looking like he had done something, looked like his old sneaky ass self. But he was like, "I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about." I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't did nothing. But Fatima, she basically was like, "Let me find out you did something." And then he gonna ask her for dinner later that night. Knowing she's still pissed off for him. Remember when he was interfering with her relationship with Zach, telling Zach basically to leave her alone, and then Zach, when she called, expecting him to come over, he's like, "I ain't coming back. I'm gonna go back to Danny's crib, and I think this ain't working out. I don't want nothing in my way of this new career direction that he's going." And so then she found out later that Hayden was the one who told Zach to stay away from her. So she was like, "Hell no, fuck you, nigga. We ain't going out." Shit, have you lost your mind? And then Maurice and Jacoby. Okay, first of all, let me say this. As far as Maurice and Jacoby, I can totally understand how Jacoby feels about Maurice. Always referring to him as a bitch. Because although it is considered by some women, and don't judge me, shit, I'm from the hood. I call my homegirls bitches all the time. They call me bitch all the time. I be like, they call my homegirl, call me, what up, bitch? When we going here? When we going? Also, it is a term of endearment for some women and also for some gay men. It's really a term of endearment, for the gay, community. But as far as straight black man, what straight black man likes to always be called a bitch? Especially by another man, especially by a gay man. I mean, not any that I know. Y'all might know some, but in my circle of friends and peers and coworkers and relatives, I don't know any straight guys that just like to be referred to as a bitch all the time. So that's one of Jacoby's problems that he has with Maurice. So he told him, he was like, "I don't like it. Just don't do it. Quit calling me a bitch." And of course Maurice was being really petty, extra petty, I want to say, and said, "Okay. You don't want me to call you a bitch? I ain't gonna call you a bitch. But what I also ain't gonna do is help you out with any balances, help you out with any reports, or anything else when it comes to work. So now we're even." And see, that behavior from Maurice, even though it was wrong as far as Alonzo, but that behavior from Maurice lets me further know that he is very interested in Jacoby. He kind of was acting the same way towards Alonzo. And y'all remember what happened with Alonzo. Maurice is still being like this playground bully, playing off as if he hates Jacoby. When in fact he likes him very much. And if Sabrina wouldn't have walked up interrupting them, I think Jacoby and Maurice would have told that bank up. The same shit that happened with Alonzo. Because Jacoby, he's pissed at Maurice. Maurice is pissed off at him, and again, that's what led to, and again, it ain't right when Alonzo whipped Maurice's ass, and yeah, Maurice did get him back. We saw Maurice did get him back, had his butt laying out there in the parking lot half dead. Sabrina was scared, talking about, "Should we call the police? You done killed him." But that first go round, Maurice got told up, and yeah, he was in heels and a wig, and he had a dress on, he had nails on, so he couldn't really properly defend himself. But I'm like, ain't you learned your lesson? Leave these straight men alone. These men don't like to be called bitches, especially if they totally straight. Now I did last week say I wonder if Jacoby might be bisexual. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he would be bisexual. But during this episode, it seemed like he's really straight. He does seem like he's straight. So y'all let me know about how y'all feel about that. And although Maurice, again, did not deserve to be beat up by Alonzo, Maurice, he's just so rude, so disrespectful. And he been that way with Jacoby from day one. Then when Maurice realized that Jacoby slipped Sabrina a note asking her out, she said, hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. I see you now. And I had been saw Maurice, okay? I've been telling y'all that he jealous. He jealous of the fact that Jacoby be showing Sabrina all this attention, and he's like the little bully on the playground. You know how it used to be when we was growing up. If you didn't like a dude, you would always be mean to him, calling him ugly, and talking about his mama. And the same thing for the dudes. If they liked the girl but didn't want her to know it because of their friends or whatever, they would talk about her, pull on her hair. You know, y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. We used to do that shit when we was younger. But yeah, that's what Maurice is. He's that playground bully. But Sabrina, she was like, hold up, I see right through you. You like Jacoby. You like him. And I was like, doggone it. I knew 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 I wasn't the only one that thought he liked Jacoby. And Maurice was like, you got me. You got me. That man is fine as wine. He like his tattoos, his dark, mysterious, and handsomeness. He said he like his weed lips. You know, the men and well, the women too, but I don't be looking at their lips. But you know, the men when they be having them dark lips, and you know their lips shouldn't be that damn dark because they light skin, and you know they be smoking them blunts and shit when they get off of work before work. He was like he got the weed lips. Maurice had me dying. He said, I like the way the nape of his neck goes right here and how his Adam's apple keep bumping. Woo! He said, I like how tall he is. I like how his hairline is a little crooked. Then Sabrina asked him, do you like how straight that mother is? Do you like how straight he is? He ain't gay. Maurice, he ain't gay. Child. Of course, Maurice, he doesn't want a straight man. He said he don't want a man that doesn't want him. And he said because that could lead to him lying in the parking lot after being beat up by a straight man, which was what happened with him and Alonzo. Alonzo had his ass out there laying down. Maurice did get him back later, but Maurice had laid his ass out looking half dead in the parking lot. And that was Maurice's words, not mine. He said that could lead to him getting beat up. That ain't my words, child. I'm not trying to say Maurice is setting his butt up to get ass whooping again. That's Maurice's words, y'all. But let me ask y'all this. What did y'all think about the conversation being had by Sabrina and Jacoby at the bar? Sabrina was ready to up and leave Jacoby right there on that bar stool. She wasn't trying to hear Jacoby how he doesn't understand, you know, how a man as big as Maurice can be running around acting so feminine. And why? Because just like Alonzo, Jacoby just doesn't understand that life. But just like Alonzo, is Jacoby homophobic? Do y'all get that from Jacoby? Let me know. I was getting a tad bit feeling of it, but then when he basically begged Sabrina to teach him, to break it down for him, to school him, to listen to his feelings, and he listened to her feelings. You know what I'm saying? But Sabrina wasn't really having that at first. She was really offended because she was like, no, you ain't gonna sit here and talk about my friend. But then when Jacoby turned it on her, was like, well, tell your friend quit calling me a bitch all the damn time. She was like, you both are they damn superiors. So why the hell you just keep allowing Maurice to disrespect him and be rude to him and keep calling him bitches all up and through that establishment? I don't understand that. And Jacoby doesn't appreciate it. So he's like, okay, you upset because I think he shouldn't be acting like a whole woman in a dress. But then you cool with him calling me bitches at work. And I get it. it. I mean, it ain't like they working at some McDonald's or somewhere like that. And no shade to McDonald's, because I used to work at McDonald's and Burger King when I was a teen. We used to cuss up all up and through them joints like it ain't shit. Even the managers was cussing and fussing all the damn time. And if y'all don't get your asses out there and sweep that damn floor, I'ma fire y'all. So at least that's how it was when I was growing up. When I was working at the McDonald's and Burger King right in the middle of the hood. But I don't know how they do now. But that was then. But y'all get what I'm saying. This is a bang. A really professional setting. And Maurice just be cuss words, just be pew pew pew, just shooting out his mouth, calling Jacoby bitches and shit. And he lucky he even allowed him that long, because again, I don't know one straight man that would keep allowing a gay man to keep calling him bitches, or a woman, or another straight man. So anyway. But let's move on to Danny and Preston's sister. Okay, the last time Danny ran into any of Preston's siblings, she had to literally run his half brothers over with that airport cart. And this episode, when Preston's sister approached her, Danny was about to take. Did you see Danny pulling her wig back? She was pulling her wig back like she was about to take off her earrings. You know what that means. She was like, if y'all don't stop coming up in here to my place of employment, just popping up on a bitch, like, what do y'all want with me? Leave me the hell alone. Let me live my life. But unlike the other siblings, the sister, she doesn't seem to mind her dating her brother. And not only that, but the sister seemed to be coming in peace. Is that what y'all was getting? Kind of understanding that her brother Preston really likes Danny. So the sister just wanted to know, well, this is what she claims. She claims that she wants to make sure that Danny really likes her brother as well. Because she don't want her brother to get his heart broken. Now, she says that Preston is kind of fragile. She's like, my brother is really, he's very fragile. And I'm like, if that's the case, that would definitely explain, how he let his hillbilly half brothers, whoop his butt. But Danny ain't worried about them brothers. She ain't worried about them brothers. She was like, tell your idiot brothers, if they come back in here, I'm going to get some hood people just as hood as y'all are country and proud. I'm going to bring some proud hood people up in here for your hillbilly ass idiot brothers. Danny be having me cracking up. But when Sabrina suggested that since Preston's sister said she was in town to see Preston, that could very well mean that Preston's sister was going to stop by Danny's house. Danny didn't even put that together. She didn't even put two and two together. Like, okay, your man is staying with you now. He's hiding out from his half brothers who whipped his ass. And the sister just popped in town to let you know she's going to visit her brother. So yeah, duh, she's probably coming to your house. And of course, that's what happened. When Danny got home, she soon realized that not only did Preston clean up and cook, but he also had made dinner for 3 with his goofy ass sister. Something wrong with her, y'all. Let me know if I'm right. I think something is wrong. Something is off with that sister. Like, something is wrong with her ass. Like, why is she always giggling like that? She don't know my brother. He's very fragile. She just always just and the way she came out of Danny's bathroom. Oh, child. Like, she needs she's either on some meds or she needs to be given a prescription for some meds. When Danny realized his sister was there, she opened that wine bottle so quick and took it to the head, no glass at all. She was just like, look, looking at the sister. Look. And the sister came out the bathroom still giggling with her little purse in front of her. Ooh, dinner. I was like, bitch. Ooh, child. This is what she got to deal with dating him, Mr. Rodeo, Preston, aka Mr. Cowboy. boy. Anyway. Andy and Karen. Okay, Andy. I just want to whoop Andy's ass. But Andy, she stopped by Karen's hair salon to talk. She wanted to talk. But before they talked, Andy asked Karen that before she speaks, please promise me that you are not going to be upset with me. And of course, Karen was like, okay, okay. But at that point, I could see in Karen that Karen was about to get upset. And after finding out that Andy didn't keep her promise to her, that promise was to stay the hell away from Gary. But Andy seemed to feel like she should be farther along than she is in life, such as being married. Therefore, she's now wondering if leaving Gary was the right thing to do. And not only that, but she also feels guilty, and she's blaming herself on everything that Gary has lost. So for those reasons, she's going to meet up with Gary. And that's the reason why she answered the door in that sexy little outfit, looking like a whole ass angel from the back. Man, when Andy walked through that apartment or condo, whatever she live in, I was like, "Ooh, that's cute. That's cute." If y'all saw that outfit, come on now. Y'all know that outfit was cute. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. I don't know if that was personally made from her. If that's like something from a new stylist or new clothing designer. But I ain't never seen no outfit like that. And it was very, very cute, very sexy. And it fit, for her shape, she has a nice, cute shape. And then I'm like, shit, I wonder if they make them outfits for big girls like me. I don't need to be showing no belly though. I don't need no mid cut, no midriff. Just But anywho, it was cute. It was cute. But when Gary got there, the first thing he did was show Andy his divorce papers. And between the divorce papers and him going to anger management, anger counseling 3 times a week, and him getting down on his bending knees to propose to her, Andy didn't know quite what to do or how to feel. But if she tells him not to stay, then he'll use that one-way ticket to Boston. And as he said, be sad for the rest of his life, which I highly doubt. I highly doubt that if she says, I don't want to be with you anymore, take your ass to Boston, I still don't think he would leave. I think he would remain down there where she is and keep harassing her, stalking her, till he can have his way again. But why? Why? Oh, why? Did I have a feeling that Karen was going to bust up in there? Because Karen was like, what you doing tonight, girl? She already knew that something was off. Like, Andy, you said you wasn't going to see that man again. And now you up here talking about you should be married right now and woo woo woo. And Karen did bust up in there. She walked right up in through there looking at Gary like, hey, now I did think that Karen was gonna show up, but I thought she was gonna show up like interrupting them having sex. But no. They was only kissing, and they was kissing a lot. I thought they was gonna end up in the bedroom the way that they was kissing and smooching and tonguing each other down. But Andy was like, "Oh, okay. Let me look at this ring again. Let me get to this ring. I'll call you. I give you my decision. Let me walk around with this ring on my finger or does on this finger. I'll call you." By then, Karen had walked in, slammed her bag on the counter, staring at Andy like, bitch, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Why is you over here with this man? And what is this shit sitting on the counter? I know that ain't no engagement ring. Child, I was hollering. Like, Karen ain't to be played with. Now, I do agree with Andy when she was saying, you're basically doing the same thing I am with Paris, with Aaron. Because Andy thinks that Karen is still in love with Zach. But she's just using Aaron as a filler. You know how you do sometimes. You ain't over somebody shows you some attention, or you see somebody the least bit attractive, and you just try to fill in that space with somebody else to take, You know how they say the best way to get over someone is to get under somebody else. And I'm not saying I agree, but it is fun to do sometimes. And it does take your mind off of somebody sometimes. I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it funky. But and Karen feels like Danny, Andy is doing what Andy's accusing her of, and that's basically using Paris to get her, past Gary. So I don't know. What y'all think? Do y'all think they both are? Well, we know Andy is still in love with Gary. We know that. We know that. But as far as Karen, do y'all think Karen is the least bit still in love with her ex, Zach? And keep in mind, nobody yet, nobody yet knows that Fatima and Zach has been kicking it. Okay? Not even Karen, who just did Fatima's hair and Karen's beauty salon. Now, next week, I'm assuming that's when it's all going to come up. Man, it's just going to blow up. Karen is going to find out about Fatima and Zach, and Fatima and Hayden. Hayden, we saw in the previews that she's gonna approach Hayden because she invited him over. She told Hayden, you know what? Bring a bottle of wine. Come over. I can use the company. So he's like, oh yeah, hey, I'm in there. I'm in like Flynn. He's thinking, hey, that's what I'm about to go over here and get in the cut. All this kind of shit. Nah. She's gonna accuse him of being the one to basically set up Zach and put that coke in that spare tire. And also, as I said, man, if it ain't Karen's current boyfriend, then it gotta be Hayden, who did something with the credit card charges, because that's what Zach was initially supposed to be arrested for. But and that arrest and that scene where he got arrested, they found coke in the spare tire. And whose vehicle is that? The vehicle of the company that he works for, which is run by Hayden. So, anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. For the people who come in after this review, if you have any opinions on anything, the storyline, the characters, or anything I've said, feel free to put it in the chat. Feel free to put it in the comment section. Also, feel free to share the video. Make sure you like the video. And if you're new again to the channel, subscribe to the Hood Table and hit the notification bell. And we are also on Facebook, Twitter, IG. We got a website called thehoodtable.com. And if you follow us on our website, I do post stuff over there as well. And I also have the link to our store. So you can purchase like the Hood Table merchandise, anything from leggings to bags, to pillows, to hoodies, t-shirts, coffee mugs. We got all kind of stuff over there. Face masks. We got all kind of stuff over there on our store link. So yeah, but other than that, you guys, I'll be back live tonight at 9 p.m. reviewing Bell Collective. So in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant, and always keep it hood. Bye.